Namaste friends, welcome to the Hindi University. In one of the class we have spoken about postposition. To give you an example, if you would like to say I am from Paris, in Hindi it would be मैं पेरिस से हूँ. So in this case, say is our postposition. So you can see that it's just one word, say. Okay. Now imagine that, let's say you're not from Paris, but you are within the vicinity of Paris, like somewhere close to Paris. How would you say that in Hindi? You may have to use like two words, right? So for those we used compound post position. Okay, I'm from near Paris, right? Imagine that, right? So in this class I'll be focusing on this topic called compound postposition. So what are some of the compound postpositions in English? So to give you an idea, it will be, let's say, near, far, above, below, before, after. Okay, so in Hindi, when you will be using these postpositions, you'll be using it in addition with, ke, se, ki. You'll be using one more word. So that's why it consists of more than one word. Compound postposition. Okay, let's start with one example called ke aage. Okay, it's ahead basically. Okay, I'll erase it. Okay, so it will be ke aage. K you are familiar with. When I say ke aage, school ke aage, ahead of school or in front of school. Car ke aage, ahead of the car. Okay. School ke aage, car ke aage. You can use other nouns as well. Okay. So that means it's in front of this particular noun we are talking about. You can also use it with pronouns we have studied so far. Okay, imagine that we're using our pronoun मैं, which is I, आप, you, हम, which is we, वे, which is they, and वह, which is he, she, or it. Let's say using ke aage with these pronouns. Now the pronouns will be changed into an oblique case. So it will be, when you use me with ke aage, it would be mere aage, ahead of me or in front of me. When you use aap with ke aage, it would be aapke aage, ahead of you. Hum plus ke aage, it would be हमारे आगे. वे के आगे, it would be उनके आगे. Okay, now it's a singular. वह के आगे, it would be उसके आगे, in front of him or in front of her. Okay, it will make more sense if we use more examples. Now that you're familiar with this structure, let's try to use example. Okay, I'll stick with mere aage as of now, and then you can practice with all the other pronouns as well. Okay. Imagine that you have a house, okay, and in front of your house there is a garden. So let's just divide this into 4 pieces. My house, in front of garden, and there is a, okay. My house, if you remember from previous classes, if we just have to convert my house, say my house in Hindi, it would be mera घर. Remember? My house, my bike, meri bike, okay? My brother, mera bhai, okay? My parents, mere parents. Remember, we used mera, meri, and mere, okay? In front of my house, and we just read in front of. So it would be ke aage. Okay? This is in front of. Garden in Hindi is called bagicha. Bagicha. Or you can call it just garden if you want to simplify your sentence. Okay, and our object is, for example, there is a. End would be hai. Okay, mera ghar ke aage bagicha hai. Now again, this is not done yet because it's an oblique case. We are using ke. Postposition, okay, your pronoun will change to mere, mera will be changed to mere. So mere घर के आगे बगीचा, or you can just say garden है. Easy, right? We just simplified the entire sentence into in Hindi. Again, the key is to, if the sentence is complex, just divide this into smaller subsets, okay, then try to solve each of them. Okay, again, my house is mera ghar, in front of is ke aage, garden is bagicha, and is, it would be hai. Okay, again, it's an oblique case, so it's mere ghar ke aage bagicha or garden hai. Okay, so you can imagine if you want to say in front of your house. Okay, so now you can just play around with this pronoun. You can just change it and the sentence will be changed. Okay, so it's like there is a garden in front of your house. It would be आपके घर के आगे garden है. There is a garden in front of his house. His, so it would be उसके घर के आगे. In front of their house, उनके घर के आगे. Okay, in front of our house, हमारे घर के आगे. Okay, this may be a little complex, so be patient. We'll get there. Okay, this is clear. Second sentence, let's say you want to say in negative form. Negative. Okay. Everything else will remain the same. मेरे घर के आगे garden नहीं है. Okay, so you are just writing nahi in front of, after garden. मेरे घर के आगे garden नहीं है. There isn't a garden in front of my house. Third one, if you remember, we used to practice interrogative. Okay. So in this case, you will just place interrogative ahead of your first part. क्या मेरे घर के आगे, or in this case, it makes sense to ask क्या आपके घर के आगे. Is there a garden in front of your house? So you will say that क्या आपके घर के आगे गार्डन है. Okay. Fourth one, if you remember, we used to practice it in our 10th class. So let's say negative plus interrogative. So it will be क्या आपके घर के आगे गार्डन नहीं है? क्या आपके घर के आगे गार्डन नहीं है? Okay, isn't there a garden in front of your house? Okay, I hope this is getting clear to you. Again, to revise, the whole class, it's के आगे, it's a postposition. Okay, and it can be used after any, like it can be used after a noun or a pronoun, or noun and a pronoun. Okay, it's के आगे is in front of. Okay, and we used it in one sentence with one pronoun. You can use it with several pronouns. Okay, and you can use it with 4 different forms: with affirmative forms, negative, interrogative, and negative plus interrogative. Okay, now there is a quiz, okay, and your task is to make several forms of this sentence. Okay, there is a car in front of my house. Okay, now your task is to change this sentence into Hindi and make different forms. By different forms, I mean like there isn't a car, okay, or is there a car in front of your house? Okay, so make different forms. I want you to be creative and ask me any questions you have. Thank you so much.